It's happening! Yes! Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hauntober, the web series I'm doing all throughout October, where I'm interviewing people that I know who have paranormal experiences. We're talking ghosts here, people, and various other things. And today I'm joined by Pat! The amazing Pat, who I've worked with very closely on a web series, 3 Days of Glory, that is in the making, in the process.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It is a thing. It is a thing. How are you doing today, Pat?
I'm good, Kristen. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm doing great. I'm ready to talk about some ghosts and stuff, because I know that you have a lot of like interesting, really like intricate experiences.
I do.
Oh my gosh. So I guess my first question is like, when was the earliest time that you experienced something paranormal or ghosty?
Earliest that I can remember is 5 years old.
Okay.
So kindergarten.
Yeah. Kindergarten.
You know how they say that horrible instances are what's like stick in your memory and all that? So
oh no! I didn't even know that this was going to be a thing. I was just asking a simple question, guys. I hope everyone watching these understands that, like, I really have not listened to any of these stories before before recording these videos. So, like, when this happens, these are my genuine reactions. Like, I was just asking a question.
I can guarantee it.
Yeah, it's true. I have not. Oh my God, tell me.
So, when I was 5, the backstory to it. I had a not so fun experience with a dog.
Okay.
And he ripped my cheek off. It's covered with the beard. The scars. You've seen the scars.
Yeah, I have seen the scars. Yeah, I actually didn't even know that that's where you got them from.
Yep. Yeah. So, dog mauled my cheek off. Go back to school, which was like during like winter or spring break or something. So go back to school, bunch of stitches in my face.
Yeah.
And children are cruel. Children are
awful.
Mean. Children are cruel.
They are. No, it cannot be denied. Like, I love kids, but y'all
mean.
Y'all really mean.
Y'all mean.
Because you know what? Because kids have no filter.
They have no filter.
Kids just say what they feelin', and then they move forward, and they're like, la la la. Yeah, no, it's not good.
So, go back to school.
Yes.
Go back to kindergarten.
Yeah.
Kids obviously notice there are literally stitches in your face, like a rag doll or something, something to that sort.
Yeah.
So, bad day.
Yeah. I would imagine.
Pretty bad day.
Yeah.
Go home, miserable, very upset. I blow off my mom.
Okay.
Go straight to my room.
Right.
To tell my mom to leave me alone. So I'm sulking into my pillow of my bedroom, and all of a sudden I like just feel someone watching me, like someone standing over me. That you like when you have like a parent come
feeling. Yeah, there's a palpable feeling.
And I'm like, Mom, I told you, like I don't. Whatever kindergarten
I don't want to talk.
Say, I don't want to talk. Just leave me alone. I don't want to deal with it. And I turn around. It's not my mom. No. And it's this woman, this very frail woman, wearing like almost like those 70s cliche like TV moms sort of get-ups, like with like the dress, with the big dress, and like I remember like a blue top, like that's like what. Never seen this woman before in my life.
Oh my
God. So I freak.
Yes.
I freak.
Yes, as you do.
5 years old, 6 years old.
Yeah.
And what do? I dove into the blankets, and I was under the blankets for X amount of time.
Right.
Until I felt like this person
was
left,
gone. Yeah.
was gone. And saw the person was gone, jet out of my room, run in my parents' room. My parents' room was right off to the side. My mom was folding laundry or something. Right. Tears. Hysterical.
Yes, as you do.
5-year-old kid, stranger in bedroom, never seen before.
Oh my God.
So I like run up and I hug her and I'm like, Mom, there's this woman in my room. And she's like, oh sweetie, I think you just fell asleep. I'm like, no, I didn't fall asleep. Like, cause thinking back, I wasn't on the bed. I was like kind of like kneeling on it, like I was on the floor, like knees on the floor, face in the bed.
Yeah.
Like,
I got you.
Trying to be like comforting myself, sort of thing. So she's like, I think you just fell asleep. You had a bad dream. Right. Picks me up. She's trying to make me feel better. You know, like rubbing my back, and she puts me. She brings me over to like the mirror and like her nightstand or her dresser. Yeah, dresser would be the right term. And there's all these pictures.
Oh, okay.
And there's this picture of my mom, this woman, my grandfather, and my aunt on my aunt's wedding day.
Oh, okay.
And it was my grandmother, and I'm pointing at it. And my grandmother died before I was born.
Okay.
So I never met her. Never met her in my life. Never, no interaction. Nothing to form a memory off of. Like I think she died before my oldest, like the year my oldest cousin was born. I think there was a couple months like after is when she died. So no one, my generation, has met this woman.
Yes.
Or if they have no living memory of her.
Right, yeah.
So I have no idea who, I'm like, who's that? Who's that? I'm pointing at it. And she's like, that was my mom. That's Grandma Noreen. She, you know, she's no longer with us. I'm like, that was her. That was the woman. And my mom just kind of looked at me. And she just looked at me and she's like, okay. Yeah. And she just kind of
brushed it off.
Yeah. Years later, I found out my first experience that wasn't of memory, that I could not remember. I was like an infant, and my parents were looking for their first apartment or house, with the kid, with the child.
Starter home with the child,
And they went over to this one house, and I was apparently a notoriously quiet baby. The only time you heard me was at midnight when I crawled out of bed because I wanted attention. But even then, it was...
You were a pretty quiet baby. Yeah.
I flipped out, apparently.
Oh my God.
I flipped out at this house, apparently.
Yeah.
And when they asked the realtor about it, they're like, well, there's, like, so, Megan's Law, you are familiar with Megan's Law. Megan's Law was in my hometown. The girl Megan, who's Megan's Law, was in my hometown.
That's crazy.
It was on that street.
Wow.
And I think this was 9 months, a year later was when they were looking at that house.
Wow.
So and I didn't find that out until I was in high school.
So were you claiming to your parents that you had saw her, or just that you were?
No, I just flipped out.
You just flipped out, like totally uncharacteristically?
I was an infant. I don't know if I was talking at that point.
Yeah, probably not.
Wailing. Wasn't sick. As soon as we left that street,
everything was fine. Oh my God, that seems like a legitimate thing.
It's a legitimate thing. It's a nurturing thing.
Yeah.
So I guess the second story I'll go with.
Yeah.
So now we're jetting forward, in the third or fourth story I'll backtrack on because it was high school.
Absolutely, yeah.
So just to keep with the nurturing thing.
Yeah.
So my grandmother's sister, my Aunt Grace.
Okay.
Basically, took over the grandmother role, sort of thing.
Got it. Yeah.
She passed my fourth semester of school.
Okay.
So a couple years ago. And during finals week. Wasn't a good time.
No, I understand. Oh my God.
Now, so this was 2012.
Right. Yes.
So 2012, 2013.
Right. Yeah.
Can't remember exactly.
Right. Or around that time. I got you.
So we're getting ready.
Okay.
I had a couple dreams, chalked it up to,
You're thinking about her
like all the stress, the finals, she died.
Yeah, it's a lot. No, that's a lot. Yeah.
Then, so I'm getting ready for we're deeply Irish. So it's 3 weeks and a funeral.
Yes.
So 2 nights of wakes, then the wake, then the funeral.
Yeah.
So I'm taking a shower, I'm getting ready for the first week, listening to Pandora.
Yeah.
Keeping track of like how much time,
Yeah.
Live with my mom and my younger sister, one bathroom at work. Yeah. So you gotta keep track somehow.
Exactly.
And we all enjoy a nice hot shower. And again, the stress and everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's relieving. It is relieving. It's supposed to be at the very least.
So Pandora's on, have it on random.
Yeah.
And Mr. Brightside comes on.
Okay.
It's Pandora. Like, it's literally the most random
collection of
things, whatever. Like, okay, whatever. After the song stops, though, it kind of just goes dead. Not that my phone went dead, but Pandora just stopped
for whatever reason, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, get out of the shower, whatever. As soon as I leave the bathroom, phone starts working again. Okay, that's kind of weird.
It's a little weird.
So everybody gets ready.
Right.
We load up into the car. We're passing over by where she used to live.
Right.
Radio comes on. Again, this is 2012.
Yeah.
Mr. Brightside comes on. We're kind of just like, oh, like, whatever. Again,
like, what a coincidence.
Not really thinking of it.
Yeah. Because in the moment, I bet you're not really connecting.
Thinking about it.
You're not thinking about it in this, like, extra way.
Right.
Exactly. Ooh.
So whatever.
Yeah.
Coming back. Mr. Brightside comes on.
Shut up.
Songs from 2000.
Yeah, that's
2005,
not a relevant song. That's not a relevant song.
It's every day back and forth with it.
Shut up.
Mr. Brightside was on.
How? That is crazy.
It's crazy. And so we're talking.
Right.
We're talking. And my mom's family isn't the most spiritual. Like, they're spiritual, but they're not. They're very in the box sort of thing.
Okay, yeah. So they would, you would think that they'd be skeptics.
Right.
Right? They would be a little bit more skeptical.
So I'm talking to my cousin, who's the most skeptical
of all of them. Yeah.
Noreen.
Yeah.
So she's talking about it, and she's like, we're getting it was at the funeral we're talking about it after during the reception or whatever.
Right.
She's like, it was weird. My brand new car, she just bought a new car. My new car, the radio died. And we're like, oh, like what? Like, when? She's like, the first day heading to the wake. That's like that old Killer song came on. And we're like, Mr. Brightside?
No!
And she's like, yeah. And it just died until I got to the funeral home, and then it worked completely fine afterwards. And we're like, it's obviously Grace at this point. It's Grace or it's somebody. Or it's someone in the family reaching out through the song.
That's something. That's crazy.
Why the hell was that song?
Yeah.
Who the hell knows?
Who knows?
Maybe looking at the bright side. I don't know. But it was just too coincidental.
No, that's crazy.
And then the other thing is, because Aunt Grace, she was Spitfire, just that little ginger-haired woman who would put you in your place no matter like what.
Yeah.
Even if she was wrong, you were getting put in the place.
Put in the place, yeah.
Whenever, not every time, but occasionally when it's like, I wonder what Aunt Grace would do, like doing something a little like unapproved,
I wonder what
like
she would think.
The older generation.
Yeah.
And then if that song fucking comes on, it's just like, well, Grace. I'm doing it anyway.
Here we are, Grace. Oh my God.
This is me telling you, I'm doing it anyway.
Grace, I need you to start putting on the radio. Subscribe to youtube.com/shutupkristen. You seem to have a lot of power going here. And like, if you could just help a girl out,
put it there.
That's amazing. Oh, that's great though. I feel like that's nice because I feel like that is more of a comforting way for a spirit or whatever, an energy to reach out than like I've said this almost every episode of filming this, but I'm very in between whether I actually ever want to have a paranormal experience or not, or if I just want to continue listening to them, because very truthfully I'm very afraid of a lot of things, and I think it would really freak me out, but that I feel like is at least like, that's not a scary thing. That's how weird is this? Like that's a sign. Like I'm not the person to yell that.
It's kind of scary when you like think about it, and then you're like, oh, well, that's really nice.
That's a nice thing.
Very
that means that this person is it gives some sort of validation that this person is still with you and has not entirely left, which I think maybe that's why, honestly, even though, because I'm very see it to believe it in almost everything except for this one thing, like, and that's so weird for me, but I think that's like the aspect of it where I'm like, it would be so nice to like know that there is that sort of level of comfort happening from the other side, that those people are still with you, that energy is still with you. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's so cool. Oh my God.
That's all the family stuff I got. That's the two.
That's still pretty cool. That's the family stuff. That's interesting. That's really interesting.
And now we get the creepy.
This is the section of the video where Kristen's like, I ain't going to sleep for another couple nights. You're welcome, YouTube. You're welcome.
So, with how things are, since a young age, been very able to like pick up on like people's vibes and all that.
Yes.
It wasn't until, again, like high school, like finding out that people don't. a lot of people don't actually pick up vibes from people. They don't feel other people's feelings without them like, oh, this happened. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, no, I can walk into a room and like just feel whatever. Just like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm sorry about,
exactly. But I can tell get that off of you.
Right. Which is both a blessing and a curse. So.
Yeah, we've discussed this a little bit because I'm the same way. I actually genuinely, I've had a couple of I've never had a paranormal experience, but I've had a couple of experiences where I've been like, this is very coincidental that like I thought of this and then this thing happened or whatever, that sort of stuff. No, it is a genuine thing that not everybody feels, and I do feel that, which is weird.
High school.
Yeah.
It was end of senior year, like right before going off to college. Everything's grand. Yeah. Everything. Yeah. Top of the world. Yeah. Got friends I can count on.
Yeah.
I was dating someone.
Right.
I was dating that high school sweetheart.
Oh yeah.
Like top of the world.
Yeah.
Some friends and I decide we're gonna go camping.
Okay.
At Gettysburg. Like we wanted some because they were skeptics. Like they believe, but they want like
Yeah.
Being from Central Jersey, the closest like high profile spot
is Gettysburg.
Gettysburg that you can stay at anyway.
Yeah.
So we go, pack up our stuff, we go to the campsite.
Yeah.
First night, nothing. Okay. Whatever, just hanging out, couple beers.
Right.
Like, sneaking the beer on the campground.
Yeah, exactly.
All that fun, like high school stuff.
Yeah.
Then after that, then the second night we had a ghost tour.
Yeah.
So we're doing the ghost tour, and I'd been to Gettysburg once before with school, but it was during the day. They didn't like trust the kids or whatever.
Right. I don't know if I've ever been to Gettysburg. I think I've just seen stuff on TV about it. I don't think I've ever actually been to Gettysburg.
So beautiful place.
Right.
Just gorgeous. Yeah. Completely gorgeous. Everything you see on TV.
Yes. Yeah. Matches
right on the point. Matches up. Even more beautiful actually in certain spots.
Yeah.
So we're doing the ghost tour.
Yeah.
Middle of the night.
Yeah.
I think it started at like 10 and it was going till like 2. Like it was like full battlefield tour, brief stops, all that.
That's pretty cool.
So we're on one of the battlefields. We're like maybe hour and a half in. Like so it's probably like midnight now. Like midnight, 11:30 midnight.
Yeah.
And we're walking. And we're screwing around like, like teenage guys like, oh, where are the ghosts? Where are the ghosts?
Where are you?
And my buddy like shoves me and I land in this one spot.
Okay.
That wasn't a hole or anything, just like this one piece of field.
Right.
I landed in this spot, and I just went cold. And not just cold, like not just feeling like just like,
it's chilly here.
Like, as someone who has dealt with depression and dealt with all that stuff, this was the lowest I'd ever felt.
Like emotionally.
Like
yeah, because that's different.
I don't want to live. Like I don't want to be here. I just felt sick to my stomach.
Wow.
I wanted to die. Like again,
a total change.
Total change. And like I said, like I'm going from top of the world
to like just completely
just crash and burn.
Yeah. Okay.
And I couldn't move.
Oh my god.
I couldn't move, and the tour's still walking.
Okay.
So my buddies think that I'm messing with them.
Yeah.
And they pushed me again. And even when they pushed me, they had to put like extra force.
A lot of stuff on.
Because I'm pretty I'm heavy-footed, but I'm light at the same time.
Right. Yes, yeah.
And it was like almost just dead weight with me standing there. And they had to just shove me. And as soon as I took 2 steps forward,
you felt fine?
Completely fine. Again, feeling on top of the world, but now freaked out. Yeah. And just being like,
what the hell just happened?
How do you explain that? How do you explain that to someone? Yeah. And of course, they didn't believe me.
No, that's the worst part about all of this is that half of it has to do with feelings, and half of it has to do with a very personal experience, and that's why any skeptics watching this, I'm expecting skeptics to watch this series and be like, oh, just this, yeah, sure, absolutely,
live it. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. But yeah, and the rest of the tour, I just felt off.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was a ghost tour, so we hit all the different
spots,
spots or whatever. And there's the bridge that everyone's like, oh, if you go there at a certain time. And now I didn't see anything. Okay. I didn't see anything. I didn't.
Yep.
But again, not the full-on feeling of it, but again, that coldness, that sadness to it, just staying over by that bridge. And I was feeling it before he even said, like, oh yeah, like this is like one of our high spots. So,
Yeah.
And it was just like, guys, I don't feel
right here.
good. I don't like, oh, you want to leave? I'm like, no, but like, I don't, like, I'm not feeling this spot. And in this spot,
let's off all the terrible things that happened.
Like, oh, great. Okay, great. That makes me feel absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. Killing it. Nailing it.
Killing it. Literally killing it.
We mean that literally here.
Yeah.
On Shut Up Kristen. Killing it.
What else do I got? Oh. So, most recently.
Yeah.
I've had this shadow figure following me around.
What? Pat, why are you saying this so casually? Where are you? Stay awake. That's all I'm saying.
I haven't seen him in a couple days.
Oh, thank God. In a couple days?
Couple days.
We're talking about days here?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Pat! Holy shit! Oh my God. Can I tell you my worst fear is that I'm going to be editing any one of these any one of these given interviews because I haven't edited any of them yet, and I'm so terrified that somewhere in the background like an orb's going to come flying through or like whatever.
I call him Maddie. So
Maddie, we are doing great here. If you could just
chill.
Just chill. You great, I'm sure. We just, oh God, now I'm so stressed. Continue.
Alright, so, my shadow people stories.
Oh my God.
Because there's two.
Okay.
Alright, before I get into Maddie.
Okay.
So, first experience was, right after casting for 3 Days of Glory.
3 Days of Glory?
So, yeah.
Killing it.
I was texting you during this, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I remember texting you.
How weird is that?
Because we were talking Comic-Con. We were talking about Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So
this would have been like 3 years
2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah, around there.
We're talking late September, early October.
Right.
Fall, full bloom.
Right.
Orange and yellow, the beautiful fall
all the
leaves
stuff,
or whatever.
yeah.
So we're planning the shoot.
Okay.
We're planning shooting at Comic-Con.
Right.
Which is just stressful. Again,
very stressful.
Very stressful.
That's very stressful, yes.
So I'm walking around my neighborhood. Just doing a couple blocks at a time, just whatever.
Yeah.
Sun was still out when I left.
Right.
Started getting darker.
Okay.
So I'm walking back to my house.
Okay.
And the way it is, so you have my house, the street, across the street. And then like there's like this corner across the street that leads to like another road.
Yes.
So I'm walking, so no cars, there's no one, so you have like a perfect view of the front of my house.
Right.
And there was just this tall figure that I saw. Mm-hmm. Directly in front of my house.
Right.
And we'd had some problems over a couple years.
Yes, yeah.
Just people being assholes.
Not being great people.
So I don't think they noticed me. So I crossed the street.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk, like, I wanted to see who it was, so that way if it's somebody like harassing, just turn the corner, call, hey, there's someone in front of my house.
Yes.
I can't get to my, something like that.
It's not like your mind instantly goes to this.
Oh, there's a ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's probably like 8 at night now. Like it's not late. Like it's just dark.
Right.
So I'm walking, and again, clear shot. There's nowhere you can go without being spotted.
Yeah.
So I'm walking across the street, nothing there. Nothing there. So,
oh my
God. My car was gone.
Yeah.
My car was gone, so I was the only, my car was there. My car was there. I was the only one there.
You were the only one there. Got you.
And I'm looking. So now I cross the street again, and I'm like, there's a tree. So I'm looking around the tree, and the reason that it stood out to me was because it was next to the tree. Was this full figure next to the tree.
I swear, figures are always standing next to trees. This is like another thing.
Like, yeah.
I feel like they're always standing in nature. I think they're just like big nature fans.
So so there is apparently, my mom has talked about this a couple times. Funnily enough, I used to live next door to my old house.
Right.
The childhood house with with my grandmother and all that. I lived next door to that house.
Right.
So I talked to my mom about it. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Do you know of any? And she's like, well, talking to my psychic friend, talking like when I got, because I was feeling something, and apparently, from even when she first got right, when we lived in that house 10 plus years earlier.
Yeah.
The psychic had said that there's this this spirit that travels between like 4 houses, just going up and down. God. But it's like a protective thing. It's like it's not like a it's very particular towards like women and children.
Okay, that would make sense. That would make sense for you. Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm grown at this point, so it's like, oh, are you trying to like muscle me or something? Yeah. I don't know. So.
Oh my God.
So, with that though. We also think that he kind of got mad at us when we were leaving. Because that's kind of weird, like you coming back, like going from one house and then you're right there and like, oh, you're back, let me go back. Yeah. So we were moving, we were planning on moving. Right, yes. And the house just started going crazy. Oh my God. Pipes like not bursting, but like pipes stopped, like just starting to leak real bad. Power flickering like on and off, and this isn't an old house. Like,
no, it's not.
And so I'm sleeping, and I just have this nightmare of this giant like figure, like intimidating, like not saying anything, but being like very on top of it. I'm not a tiny guy. I'm not the biggest guy, but I'm not a tiny guy. No, you're not a tiny guy. No. And just towering over me, super, just muscling me in this dream. Yeah. And and then I woke up and the freaking pipe's leaking. Like, God. Just the weirdness to it.
There's a lot of weirdness.
Just I feel like it was mad that we were leaving again. Yes. Like after, because we lived there for 10 years, we moved. Yeah. We moved back. We lived there another 10 years, just about.
Especially, I think that makes sense in the lines of what you're talking about of like it being a protective spirit of especially women and children. Because like while at that point you were grown up, at one point you were a child probably that it was quote unquote protecting, and so now it's also the thing of like you're leaving, you're older, you're all that. Oh, it's so weird.
So I forget what my mom called him. It was like Billy or something. Like just whatever.
Living it. Good job, Billy. Killing the game. Continue protecting children and parents, but if you could why don't we like not be a shadow figure? Let's be like a glowing figure.
Be nice. Be nice looking.
Be nice.
Welcoming.
You good. You great. We love you. Subscribe.
So, alright, so then Maddie. Now to Maddie.
Oh my God.
So with that whole feeling things, with the job I had as a server, I was getting really overloaded with like other people's emotions and all that. Yes, yeah. So even after leaving, just kind of felt like still like overloaded a little bit. Yeah. My mom found an empath class because that apparently is what that is you're an empathic. You're empathic. So we're taking this class. It was at the spiritual center. Really tiny building, covered in like Buddhist stuff with like the lotuses and all that. Yeah. So they tell you to take a seat, and they guide you through like how to like filter the stuff, right? Wow, that's so cool. Felt very welcoming, very warm, very nice, and all that. Yeah. So I sit down. I'm at like the very end. I'm like the second to last person in like this U shape, and then like the teacher was in the center. So I'm at the end, and I'm looking, I'm doing what she's instructing. Right. And on the wall, there's all these like inspirational posters, like with the Buddhist mantras and all that stuff. Yeah. And directly to me, because there was no one, even though I was like the second to last seat, there was no one sitting in that last seat. Okay. Yeah. And so to my right was this lotus poster. Okay. Like peace, tranquility, like what the lotus represents. Yes, yeah. And like about halfway through the class, this shadow just starts forming on it. Oh my God. And I'm not just talking like a flat shadow, because that would obviously be me. Yes. But like a full featured one. Oh my God. And I'm just sitting Indian style under this lotus plant. Yeah. And it's just sitting there, and you could clearly see the shape of the hand and sitting there like that. Wow. And it didn't leave. And I'm just, so now I'm
dealing with that
while trying to feel your
emotions. One man trying to get in touch with his emotions, and this one guy is like sitting there being like, Yo, I'm gonna let you finish, but first I need to take a seat.
Yeah, it felt like I was being watched.
Wow.
My mom took the class with me.
Right, yeah.
And when
does your mom, sorry to interrupt, but does your mom consider herself, does she think she's a little bit empathic
as well? She does. She thinks that,
because I know she obviously believes in this stuff as well.
Part of it is she doesn't think, because she wasn't, like, trained or, like, guided with it or anything, she kind of feels like as you get old, like, you still have that feeling, a little bit. But you start to lose, like, full man, like, all that stuff. Like, she said that she's never seen, like, a full body, like, like the whole
full body thing, anything like that.
And even with that, I kind of agree with that, because I'm going from seeing, like, my first memory experience being a full...
to now
grandmother
seeing shadow.
To now just seeing shadow figures, which is still kind of big. But
it's a little jarring. It's a little jarring. I cannot say that I've ever seen a shadow figure, though. You'll notice that my eyes are darting all around this room now, like the entirety of this, just to be like, yo, what up? So continue. Your mom is also in the class.
And my mom, I talked to my mom afterwards because she could feel that I was now high stress. In this this class that's supposed to release. Release.
Everybody in that class was feeling your stress.
And then I'm just like, no. Fear.
So much fear.
And and again, like, even with it, so the first shadow figure I saw was under the tree. And now this is under a lotus tree. Thing. Even if it was a drawing, it's still a symbol of the lotus. So I tell her everything, and she's like, that's funny, because I saw, like, a white light over there. I'm like, oh, you get the white light, I get the fucking shadow figure.
No disrespect, Maddie. No disrespect. No disrespect. I could not be more respectful in this moment. Oh, my God.
So... later that day or like the next week or something, my mom had like her annual reading or whatever.
Right.
And her psychic, her friend, was like, oh, so does your son have... And my mom's psychic knows about me. She said stuff to my mom without my mom prompting of like, oh, your son sees things, your mom feels things, your son feels things, etc. And... she opens it up with my mom. I'm like, oh, your son has a new follower. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, there's like this young kid that's following him around. And I was like, well, now that you mention it, like
there was a weird thing that happened. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, he just kind of he's mischievous, but like he's not like
harmful,
no harm, no ill intent, whatnot. So mom comes back, tells me all that.
Right.
Now I hadn't told her at that point. I had seen Maddie 3 other times at that point. Wow. In the backyard, like over. We had an in-ground pool, but it was closed. Yeah. Like standing on it.
Wow.
In the middle of the night.
Wow.
And again, like in-ground pool covered. You can't stand on
that. You can't stand on that. Yeah.
And it's hard to even try and get an illusion of that if it were like just someone there.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So that was one. Another one was like at my dad's house.
Okay.
My dad's backyard. My dad lives in front of like the woods.
Okay.
So a lot of trees,
a lot of nature,
so, again,
a lot of stuff.
Under the tree, just sitting again, like sitting.
Yeah.
The pool, standing. The tree, sitting.
Yes. Yeah.
All that. I'm like, so I hadn't mentioned that to her at that point. She tells me all that. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like little, like younger kid. Like they said, like 12, 13. Preteen, early teen sort of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I can. No harm intended. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Yes.
So. I moved in with my dad.
Right.
And funny fact, within the last couple years, I started showering in the dark. It's very relaxing.
I know a couple people that like to do that.
And aside from that, I found that it helps me like just
cleanse.
De-cleanse. Just let it hit. It's kind of like rain, like standing in the rain and just like letting it soak.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I'm in my dad's shower, and my dad has an older house, so there's a window in the shower. So the shower.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a shower curtain. I look outside.
Yeah.
And there's this little, smaller.
Max, can you not? Max, can you not though? That was Max, not a ghost. Max just totally knocked over the light. Can we not? Oh, okay.
Oh, hello.
Max has just entered. As you can see, Max's butt in the left side of the video. You know what? From there, he can't knock over a light.
Okay.
So let's continue. Sorry for this brief interruption of Max deciding his booty needs to be featured.
Max just wants to be featured more.
He just wants to be featured
Max
more.
the dog of the day.
He literally gets his own segment in Maddening Mondays. He can't just chill. All right. Anyway, so you're in the shower.
Shower curtain, window, look outside.
Yeah.
Fenced off.
Yes.
Yard.
Yeah.
Figure right at the window.
Oh my god.
So I get scared.
Yes,
Now my first thought isn't thought isn't the shadow figure. It's there's someone
out there
looking through the window. And I'm not myself. My dad went to hang out with his friends at that point.
Yeah.
So I jump out the shower and and the fucking figure is at the door. That was my water. So I'm So now and then it fades. It fades. Right. And I watch it fade. Like I just watch it
God, that's crazy.
Disappear.
Yeah.
And it's not just like boom. It was like a slow like.
That's a manifestation.
Right.
Like that's a demanifestation happening.
So,
that's crazy.
Now I'm mad.
Yeah.
Now, after seeing the shadow figure, I'm not thinking it's someone trying to break in. I'm thinking it's this little shit Maddie. I'm like, you need to stop. You need to stop.
Yeah.
This is stressful enough as it is.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Yeah.
I didn't have any dealings for a while.
Yeah.
That was like December.
Okay.
So now we're going into the new year.
Yes.
Went to my friend Jess's house for big crazy New Year's party.
Yeah.
Not getting into that.
That's Pat, if I ever do a segment on my channel called The Craziest Party Stories You've Ever Heard, it's gonna literally just be Pat's show. It's gonna just be Pat's show. That's it. I like that also in the shot right now, you just see the chicken leg of Max. That's what's happening right now. Oh, so pampered. But okay, so New Year's Eve.
So New Year's Eve.
Yes.
It's New Year's, like now it's like the midnight balls drops.
Right.
High drama is going on.
Right.
High drama is going on.
Right.
I ain't dealing with it.
Nope.
It's not my drama.
Nope.
Jess lives in Bumblefuck USA.
Yep. Yes.
So just surrounded by woods.
Right.
Again, just surrounded by woods.
Yeah.
So I go to get changed because I'm in, it was a Roaring 20s / Gatsby themed party. I'm in like a suit. I'm in a full suit with a vest.
Yeah.
It's oddly hot for January, even though there was snow on the ground.
Yeah.
So I go to get changed in my car and avoid all the drama.
Yeah.
And I'm walking.
Okay.
And there's just this figure. Again like off to the side. But now I'm thinking, I'm at a party. There's several people I don't know. Most of these people here are not from our friend group.
Not your normal friend group.
Not the normal people that I'd hang out with.
Yeah.
So I take a couple steps closer, and it's clearly not featured. It's not a person. It's not like the back of somebody.
Yeah.
There's no, there's a shape, but there's no deep features.
Yeah.
There's no hair. It's just this figure. Right there.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Right now.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. First sighting of the year. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I get changed in my car.
Yeah.
And I step out, and then on the other side of my car, it's right there again. And then just like what.
So how far distance are we talking?
Alright, so I drive a Camry. So it's not huge. It's not super. So. Trunk to trunk.
Wow. See, that's one of those things where anybody watching this video could be like, oh, well, it's far enough away that still you just might not have noticed his figure in the dark or whatever. No, if that's on the other side of your car.
Plus, and here's the other, it's a dirt driveway.
Oh,
so with all the snow, it's just mud.
Wow.
There is no way someone could have gotten over there without being noticed because it's just clunk, clunk,
clunk. Yeah,
especially because everyone's dressed up, so everyone's in
attire,
heels or like nice shoes. You know, like you would definitely see somebody if they were walking over there.
Yeah.
And again, just the fadeaway, just the fadeaway from it.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, you need to stop. Like, there's enough drama going on at this party right now.
So does it appear that that Maddie appears most of the time when you're in high stress situations?
I think most of it's high stress situations. I don't know if it's to try and lighten it up again with like that
to distract you somewhere else,
or if it is like trying to be mischievous of like, oh, let me just annoy you further, sort of thing.
Like Peeves the poltergeist?
Right, like, I don't know if he's my personal Peeves or not.
That's to be fair, Peeves was beloved, Maddie, so that's, you know.
By the fandom anyway.
By the fandom
Not so much everyone
by the fandom.
So that was that with Maddie. I've seen him a couple times since then. Again, likes fucking with me in the shower. Not gonna lie.
Whoa.
There was a solid, like, it got to the point where I started showering with the light on again.
Yeah.
But even then, so my dad's bathroom's kind of tight. Like, it's not that big.
Yeah.
But it's big enough where you're not knocking stuff over from, like,
being
in the shower. Like, going from the shower, you're not knocking stuff off from, like, the door, you know? Stuff's falling off the sink.
Wow.
Stuff's falling off, you know, like, just stuff like that. It's just
crazy.
Like... And again, I may be heavy-footed, but I'm not...
No.
There's no way I'm stopping hard enough where it's like, hello!
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, no, that's not happening.
And I can't talk to my dad about it. My dad is very far from that sort of thing. So it's just like, well, Dad, you got somebody else living here, too.
That's... Oh, my God, that's crazy.
You got a kid, another kid living here.
Oh, wow. That's insane. Those are some crazy stories, Pat.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
That's insane. You're going to have to keep me updated on all of your empath stuff. Because that was one of the only questions outside of this video that I asked Pat about, because I think that that's so interesting. And that is the only other thing that I do feel a little bit of the time. There have been instances where I'm just like, this is weird.
Right,
and I'm sensing something off of you that I shouldn't be able to sense off of you and that sort of stuff. It's weird.
It's so weird. It's so stressful.
Yeah. Especially when people around you are stressed.
Right,
that's when I feel it the most. Because, like, that's really the situation. But I don't understand how people can just, like, brush off when somebody near them is upset or stressed.
I don't
understand. Just brush it off. Like, I can't do that. I cannot do that.
I don't get it. I've never, like, okay. 2 instances of the empathic thing.
Yeah.
So... I've talked to you briefly about this. Junior year of high school, probably the worst year of my life. Just horrible year. A friend of mine, who I wasn't super close with, but someone that I did hang around with, killed himself.
Yeah.
And he was a pretty popular guy, so like the school was
in upheaval.
Grieving.
Yeah, really grieving.
So on top of the grieving that I was personally having, and just because we had first period across from each other, so like walking out every day started with like the hey Scott, hey Pat, just that. Even though we hadn't talked at all that year, like just one of those things.
It's still so hard. That's so hard.
And just feeling everybody else around me though, and just having that get like kicked in and like hidden, and then like other stuff was happening with like really close friends of mine, like outside of that, like with their home lives and everything, and just feeling like their stuff and like just going with that. It was just like near the breaking point of just like
that's hard.
Feel really like tough. Just feeling everyone around, you know. So that was like really my first instance with that. Like, it's one thing again, it's one thing vibing off of you or vibing off of like a couple people, you know, because typically most people are happy. You know, like most people are happy, are pretty content most of the time. They're not, even if they're upset, it's not this overwhelming feeling.
I agree.
But when you have 90% of a school, and I went to a big school. Like, not only did I go to a big school, I went to a big school that was an old school, so everyone was on top of each other. And just feeling all of that.
Oh, that's so tough.
And then serving. Like I said, before I'd taken the empath class of like just one of my last days before I'd started my office job. This funeral came in. And now why you would take an after funeral or after wake thing to Applebee's. I don't understand. Not shaming. I am not shaming.
No,
just
Applebee's
very confused. Very confused.
That is a confusing time. That is a confusing time.
Wasn't even in my section. I was on the complete opposite side of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And this, I think it was like 3 six tops or something like that. So decent amount, like in the bar area, just sat together.
Yeah.
And as they walked in, and we didn't even know. We didn't, like, it's not like they were dressed like
super
like, again, like for the it was more for the wake than the funeral, I'm guessing. So like you're wearing grieving clothes, but you're not wearing like the full suit or the full like black you're not wearing all that. Just dark clothes. Yeah. Kind of casual, but we're like kind of like what I'm wearing now, but darker.
I got you. Yeah.
So
not a a telltale funeral symbol.
And I just, as soon as like they walk in the door and they're just standing like waiting for their table, I just felt like this overwhelming feeling of grief.
Yeah.
I hadn't lost anyone.
Yeah.
My friendships were pretty high at the time. There was no fighting at that time. Yeah. I was actually enjoying Applebee's for the first time in years.
Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe it's because I was leaving. I'm sorry.
Oh, there goes my Applebee's sponsorship. Applebee's, it was a fun run.
Love you, Apple Buddies. So, I had friends at the restaurant. That was the other thing, too. I was working with a lot of people that I liked. That I actually enjoyed working with.
Yeah.
And even the managers who were working, who I had like the biggest issue with, the managers who were working that day, totally chill, great time people.
Yes.
And I just shut down.
Wow.
Just shut down.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Donna, who was very old Irish woman.
Okay.
Very old, I had several conversations to her about everything that goes on. Talk to her about like the experience with my grandma. Gettysburg. I talked to her about all that. Very, again, like a very maternal, nurturing figure.
Got it.
I love you, Donna. Not that you're gonna watch. Not to toot my own horn. Good at my job.
Yeah.
I'm like, Donna, it has nothing to do with my tables. It has nothing to do with that.
Yes.
There's people who just walked in.
Yeah.
There's just something about them.
Yes. Yeah.
I just overwhelming sadness.
Oh, that's crazy.
And she's like, I don't know who walked in. I've been back here. I don't know who walked in. And one of the other servers comes in. Donna, we just had 3 six-top sat. They're from a funeral or they're from a wake or whatever.
There it is.
And she just looks at me and she's like, can you run food to them? I'm like, no, Donna, I can't run food
to them, Donna. Damn it, Donna. Oh my God. Yeah, it's stuff like that. It's just weird. It's feeding off of other people in like a way that is just does not seem to be the experience for everybody. Which again, for a long time, I just figured that was how everybody else.
That's how everyone.
Everybody else is, but it's apparently not.
You know what ticked me off? Like, who finally made me realize that not everyone did it?
Really? Who?
Evan.
Really?
Good buddy Evan.
Shout out to Evan. I love Evan so much. Evan, call me. You're great. I love you. You're the best.
Just like high school again. Just like talking. He's like, what? I don't understand. Yeah. But like just like that was the realization.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's totally fair.
I mean, because growing up, a lot of like all my friends were like, I want to go ghost hunt. Like I want to like I feel like Mike Sicoli, another good friend, another one from the show.
So Mike
lived in a haunted house.
Really? Mike, why are you on this segment of my show? Call me! Oh my God,
he had experiences. Another good buddy, Jesse, who's our other best friend, he had experiences in Mike's house.
Okay.
Growing up, I was just surrounded by other people
that were interested in these things.
Who were interested, had experiences, all that. And then it was like, high school was like... Dude, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, I don't know what other people are feeling. I don't know what this is.
So it was different. It was
it was different. Just that. that different feeling.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, not everyone
gets it. Yeah, not everyone gets it. Not everyone gets it. And you know what? I think that that's one of the things, like, it's interesting, like, jumping back to what you said about, like, you had a bunch of people as kids who are interested in these things. I think that that is one of the most compelling pieces of evidence towards ghosts being, I guess, quote unquote real, or paranormal things being real, because when you first saw your grandmother, you probably didn't even really know what a ghost was.
Right, yeah.
Like, that was not a point in your life where you were, like, searching for ghosts or searching to make meaning out of something.
One of those lights is. It's a white figure with a face.
It's not like when we're kids, that's what we're taught what ghosts are. We're taught that they're Casper. Like, we're taught that they're whatever. And then as we get older, we start to see scary movie stuff, and we start to, and then stuff starts to compel us to believe that they might be other things. But, like, kids seeing these things, like, there's no real explanation to, like, why would a kid make that up? Why would a kid, like, there's no motive behind it.
Kids make stories. Like, everyone knows that kids make stories.
Kids make stories. Kids dream about things. Yeah.
What is there to compel them?
Yeah.
For something that is reported.
Yes.
Or for something that is that connection.
Yeah.
Again, like, even when I was an infant and, like, going to that place and we're on a street.
Yes.
Now, do I know if that was the house or not? No, I do not.
No.
Like, I don't know. All we know is, like, that was the street.
That it was a weird,
that it was a weird
occurrence.
Negative thing happened on this street.
Yeah. Something enough that your parents remembered it
something that my parents would remember from a quiet child freaking out, never flipped out at any other house, never flipped, like, there's something in children, there's something with animals.
Animals, like, for sure,
another quick thing.
Yes, no, I love it. This is why I'm like, guys, I hope you realize no time limits on the Hauntober episodes. Sorry about it.
So we have my cat Aiden.
Yes.
My sweet little tabby.
Aiden.
Got him in New Hope, Pennsylvania, so very witchy town.
Yes,
Got him actually from a witch shop. My mom got him from a witch shop.
Oh my god.
And you know how, like, animals kind of, like, stare off at things, or, like, they're like whatever.
Yes.
Aiden does that.
Yeah.
But then there are other times where, like, there's weird stuff happening and Aiden's staring off. And then he starts pouncing at stuff.
Yeah.
And he starts, like, going for things.
Yeah.
And I even noticed with Maddie around.
Yeah. That Aiden's acting a little bit strange.
Another thing I have is, like, I have weird dreams. Like, there's been a couple times with, like, deja vu and all that stuff.
Right.
And Aiden sleep, as with most, like, a lot of animals, they sleep on or with.
Right. Yes.
Aiden's preferred position, he prefers to be on people's chests.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
With everyone else, he prefers to be facing them, though. Like, just, like, looking at them. Like, he prefers to have.
Yeah, just sitting on top of you, facing you. Yeah.
With me, he prefers to be facing away.
Wow.
In almost like a guardian.
A guard sort of way.
A guard sort of way.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's the strangest things. And I found, with him sleeping on me, I don't have
as many bad dreams.
As many bad or weird dreams.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like, with all the stuff with the guardian in front of my old house.
Yeah.
When he was with me, I wasn't having those dreams. When he was on me, I wasn't having, like, an imposing.
That's so strange.
Figure.
That's so strange. That's a very cool, though. Yeah, I said this in Danny's episode, but one of I've never had an experience in this house or anything, or even really felt anything in this house, but my mom, and she didn't tell me this until, like, a good couple months ago, which, like, good.
Thank you. Thank you for waiting.
Because, like, this is, I love you, Grandma, but, like, my mother's mom passed away 2 years ago now, I think. 2 years ago now. And, my mom claims, that after my grandmother passed, when she was home with Max, that Max was, like, wandering aimlessly a lot, which, like, usually Max, like, he's wandering now, but that's only because, like, we're talking and he wants us to be involved with, but, like, that he was, like, moving around the house a lot more than he normally does. Usually he picks a spot, he lays down,
like,
lays down for a while, like he was following someone, and she's convinced that she was following my grandmother. I really hope she's wrong, Grandma, I love you, but, like, I love you, and I will always remember you greatly, but, like, I would love to believe that you're with me, but that's just, it's a little scary for me. It's a little scary for me. But I totally believe that animals are a bit more in tune with that stuff. Definitely, I believe that. I think there's, like, so much weird evidence towards that stuff. So Max was just chilling with Grandma. You got it, Dottie. You're killing it. Killing it.
It's probably, I mean, they've all talked about like higher senses.
Yes,
like,
heightened senses that they're tuned into different frequencies than we are.
With like children, like they're more open. And which is why, again, going back to what my mom's theory is like if you grab it very early on, if you grab it very early on,
you can cultivate it.
kind of cultivate it. As opposed to if you kind of, because even when I talk to her, like, again, with Evan being the person that made me realize that not everyone can vibe off of people, not everyone can feel off of people. She told me she didn't realize that other people didn't feel that until, like, way into, like, her 30s. Like when she went back to work after being a stay-at-home mom, that's when she was like, oh didn't you feel that? She said to a coworker, like, oh, didn't you feel that off of them? Yeah. And the coworker looked at her like she had two heads.
That's been a lot of my experience. I can't think of a specific moment where I realized. It's just been a lot of moments where I've very clearly picked up on something from someone, and somebody else in the room being like, I didn't realize that at all. I'm sorry, whatever. And I'm like, no, how did you not get that from that person? Like, it's so strange. Oh my god. Yeah. So weird. Thank you so much for coming on my channel and telling these stories. I loved it. It was so much fun. Especially, you're the only person that I've gotten a perspective from who feels like they, like, kind of the empathic thing and whatnot. And or that we've specifically spoken about at the very least. So, like, so cool. Thank you so much, Pat. Pat, if people want to find you, is there anything that you want to plug? Anywhere people want to?
Anyone can follow me on Twitter. Yeah. I do a lot of wrestling posts. It's inverted_author.
Yeah.
So,
yes, and Pat is, of course, one of the writers for 3 Days of Glory, the web series that I'm a part of. He's also one of the main actors in it. Yeah. All the things. So you'll be seeing more of Pat in the future when that stuff starts to come together. And thank you so much. This was so fun.
It was. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. If you want to find me on other social media, all of my social media will be in the bottom bar below. And tune in for more Hauntober episodes only happening in October. But then we'll be living on YouTube forever because that's how this works.
And ever.
And ever. And ever. And ever. And ever. Bye, guys.